The J-League is full of international stars showing off their skills, flair, and resilience. So from Europe to South America to Africa, today we will celebrate and put the spotlight on our international players. And then let's look at our under-23 Japanese national side gearing up to the Asian Cup. Don't miss a Super Play Best 5, a treat to the eye. Time to kick off. Hello, and welcome everybody to J.League Monthly. Accompanied by yours ever, the one and only Mr. Sean Carroll. How are you, Sean?
I'm doing very, very good, Harry. How are you? I'm really happy that this show is continuing.
Yes.
I was worried about you because you need to try and come up with a new intro for me every time, and I was wondering how you're going to keep coming up with new ones. So
I actually introduced you in exactly the same way I introduced the one and only Tom Cruise the other day. I had the pleasure of working with Mr. Cruise on the latest Top Gun, which everybody has to see because it's absolutely mental and it will blow your head off.
Wait, are you in it?
No. I was working in the Japan premiere as the MC.
Okay.
Now, everyone, the J-League, it's bouncing and as a representative of the Asian continent, it's, always full of passion, but also it's helped by a large number of our international stars coming to Japan, to the J-League. No doubt, Sean.
Yeah, well, until recent years, so certainly when I first came here in 2009, majority of the foreign players seemed to be from Brazil, maybe from South Korea, and that seemed to be about it when it came to players from abroad. But now, as you said earlier on in the show, there's now players coming from Europe, from Africa, from other places in South America. A lot more variety now, a lot more players, which obviously means a lot more styles of football and just much more excitement all around. And of course, then fans all around the world have a kind of a vested interest in watching the J-League and seeing how their boys are getting on over here.
Yeah, it's a great introduction to the J-League and also to Japanese culture, isn't it? All right, let's smack it open then. Here are our J-League international superstars. First of all, none other than the one and only Iniesta from Spain. Well, we've got so much to talk about this guy, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say I was a bit worried when we were told that this was one of the players, because what more can you say about Andres Iniesta? He's won the World Cup, he's won everything with Barcelona. He's one of the greatest players of his generation. As long as he's got players around him that can put in the movement and the running, if you give him the ball, he's still going to produce. And yeah, we see that pretty much every weekend when he plays on the ball.
And another very impressive international star we have is Słowik with FC Tokyo. I mean, his shot-stopping skills, is pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we just spoke about Iniesta and what he can do on the ball, but Słowik is almost the complete opposite at the other end of the spectrum, where he's so good at just stopping the ball going in the goal. He's big, he gets across his line quickly, he really dominates the penalty area. He did very well at Sendai for a couple of years, now moved on to Tokyo, and they're obviously trying to push on higher up the table. And yeah, he gives them a great base to start from, really organizes. And as you said, his shot stopping is second to none.
He's always in the highlights, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yes, this is a great goal coming up. This almost caresses it into the far corner. From Sweden, we have Morberg.
Yeah, sensational. Really kind of direct player. Loves to get the ball. Once he's got it at his feet, likes to take defenders on. And as we saw there, also has an eye for a goal as well. Great pickup by Reds. And yeah, another fantastic player now in the J-League.
And I love it when our international players, lap up the Japanese culture. Morberg over here, we can see that he's plunging in to a pack of natto, which isn't quite, the standard for international players, because natto, I love natto. What about yourself?
I have to say I don't.
You don't. For those who don't know what natto is fermented soybeans, and it's a traditional Japanese part of breakfast. They have with rice. There could be a little sauce attached to it. There could be a little bit of mustard attached to it.
the first impression as that waft hits you, I think you're going to back away. But he didn't. Yeah, he stepped right into it. And I think this was it Casper Juncker was responding to it as well and saying that he's not a fan. So yeah, as you said before, it's great to see that bit more about these players, you know, away from the pitch now with social media.
Right, here we go. Let's keep it up with our international stars. Now, Iniesta is a magician, but this fellow over here is a rather incredible sorcerer too. Man.
Yeah, and he's been in great form this year. He's kind of moved into a more central role for Nagoya, and he's been, coming up with the assists, with the little flicks, tricks like we see there. And he can also put the ball in the back of the net too.
Finish. It must be a nightmare playing against him. Because
you just took the words right out of my mouth. I was about to say he's the kind of player you would just hate to play against. He's strong, he's direct, he doesn't give up, and he can beat you with dribbles and with goals. Yeah.
A handful indeed. Next we have Crooks, Jordi Crooks from Belgium.
We're talking of a handful, another one who you never know what he's going to do next. That's almost Cristiano Ronaldo-esque there, right?
It is, isn't it? Just with the other leg. Wow.
Completely took the defender out.
Yep.
And I like this finish too. It's so calm. Lots of players might lash at it. It could go wide or over, but he knows what he's going to do. Always in control.
Our favorite, none other than Peter Otaka. Now, this man, seriously, how he's doing this at his age is it's incredible. He has no limits. Age 38 from Nigeria, Peter Otaka.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? How well he's doing. I mean, he's still just physically as well. He holds off defenders so well. Yeah, the composure, the awareness of what's going on around him. We always used to say about Teddy Sheringham back in England.
Yeah.
That the first 5 yards was in his head. He didn't need to be that quick, and Utaka is exactly the same. Such good awareness, such good ability, and if his teammates get the ball to him anywhere in or around the area, it's just so dangerous for the opponent. Yeah,
and he's a strong guy. He's very, very strong too. And he's loved by his fans and loved by his teammates too.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've ever spoken to him, but he's a really nice, quiet, like softly spoken guy, very friendly. As you said, he's played for probably a handful of J.League clubs now. Everywhere he's gone, as you said, he's popular with the fans, with his teammates, and everywhere he's gone, he's scored lots and lots of goals, which always helps in this game, doesn't it?
And I love his hair. I'm bigging up his hair, man. What do you think?
Are you going to try something similar?
Oh no! I wouldn't be able to pull it off, mate. It's cute, and you know, it's just his whole presence is just a blessing for the J.League. So how many bobs does he have? How many odango, as the Japanese would say?
I don't know. It seems to vary from game to game, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Sometimes there'll be a couple. There's been games where I'm sure he's had 3, 4, maybe even more.
Apparently, his lovely wife is the one who actually orchestrates the odango, the bobbles. Next up, we have Sean's selection. Sean, who do we have this time round then?
Well, fans around the world will probably be familiar with the name Shunsuke, because of Mr. Nakamura, who did so well in Europe for a lot of years. We have another Shunsuke now emerging down in J2 with Albirex Niigata, Shunsuke Mito. He's going to be in the squad for the AFC Under-23 Asian Cup, which is coming up in June. Definitely one to watch. Really fantastic player, really exciting. Still only 19, and one of those in the mix now. Tokyo 2020 is gone. We're moving on, and now we've got the Paris Olympics obviously coming up next. So now that generation of players is now pushing towards that and hoping to be involved. And Mito is one of those that I think will definitely be in the mix.
Nice one. Mito, I've noticed with the goals that are being shown right now, you know, he's really kind of, what's the right word? He's precise, you know.
Yes.
And there's nothing forceful about it, you know. You know, you get these players in the Premiership who are like all gung-ho and blazing all out in the middle of the park. But Mito in the middle of the park is just almost kind of elegant. And the way he shoots it, he doesn't kind of, you know, have like a massive backlift with the goals that we just saw, you know. This guy's going to be heavily looked on.
As you said, yeah, I think he's going to be drawing the gaze of from clubs from further afield pretty soon.
Okay, so that's it for J.League Monthly. That was quick, wasn't it?
It goes quicker every single month. I'm sure I say it every time, but yeah. We managed to pack a lot in though.
It'll be great for you guys to keep those comments coming wherever you are. So we're going to bid a goodbye to you guys with our last segment of the day, which is Super Play Best 5. Sean, thank you. See you soon.
Thank you very much.